Hi and welcome to BONITA'S Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. Today I'm excited to use up a little more of our rhubarb, which we have got a few left, and I got some frozen for later on this winter to make a few different recipes. So today we're going to be making a delicious batch of Streusel Rhubarb Muffins. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started. So first off, what we're going to do is put a half cup of room temperature butter into your bowl. I had to nook mine a little because I didn't take it out time enough. So that's a half a cup, and a half a cup of granulated white sugar or sugar of choice, and we're going to whisk this around. So only till you see it's starting to get fluffy. And then a teaspoonful of vanilla, and then I'm going to mix that in through just a little. Okay, so what we're going to do now is toss in there 2 large eggs. You could lightly whisk them, or you can put one at a time into your mixture. I always struggle with those eggs a little bit, Raymond. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, or
blame it on the eggs.
The chickens are making their eggs tougher.
Put a completion to the chicken, yeah.
The chicken is making it tougher. So just toss that into your blender. I'm going to put the whisk on there very shortly. Got here is 2 cups of all-purpose white flour, but you could use a flour of choice, of course. I got half a teaspoonful of sea salt. I'm going to toss in there. We got 2 teaspoonfuls of baking powder. I'll toss in here with the flour, and we'll just give that a little mixing through, but I got to grab my whisk there, and we'll alternate the flour and the milk into this mixture, and I'll show you that. So when I said I need to get my whisk, I wanted to just aerate this flour. I already sifted, but now that I got the baking powder in there with it, the whisk sometimes is enough just to lift that flour. So what I'm going to do is toss in there gradually 1 small amount of the flour mixture, and this is 1 cup of milk, a little bit more of the milk into it. And now I'm going to turn on that blender. So we'll do that again now. So that's 1 lot. We'll do the second lot and the milk, and I'll just turn on the blender again, and then I'll tell you what we need to do next. So pretty much all we need to do there is, you see that delicious batter, just nice and fluffy, I calls it. But that's all you need to do there. So what I'm going to do, take you over to the rhubarb. I'm going to show you the cuts that I got, and what I'm going to do with it to add it in to this batter. So pretty much, I want this rhubarb to be diced. I want small pieces. I don't want big chunks of rhubarb in these muffins. And about a cup. So I'm just sort of slicing them there with the peel on. Leave all that goodness on there. I know my son had said to me, Mom, you used to tell us to peel them. But I guess sometimes you can peel them too. Yeah. But the redness on this air makes that nice, and gives it a little sweetness to the tartness of the rhubarb. So pretty much just a cup. And then I'll show you what to do with that. So that's pretty much all I need to do there. So this is 1 stick of rhubarb, really, what I got going on there. But you know, I'm saying cup, just mainly give you a gauge of what you would need. About a teaspoonful of flour. Put that in through there to make sure that all of the rhubarb is covered, so they don't fall to the bottom of those muffins. So now we'll add them in to our batter. So I'm just going to toss them on in there. And you could use frozen rhubarb as well, because I recommend that you freeze any of your rhubarb that you got in your garden, so that you got it. I call it for a rainy day, or most certainly the winter. So just fold this in through. After you've got all of that goodness folded in through there, we're going to go over now to make the topping for this and get them in the pans. So we'll have some muffins, Raymond, today to have with a nice pot of tea.
That sounds perfect.
So now we're going to make our streusel topping, which is 1/4 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and I'm going to say a teaspoonful of cinnamon, or a little bit more. I think I got a tablespoonful there, but you use what you would like to have. And this is 1/4 cup of room temperature butter. And just toss that on in there. And now I'm going to mix that through. So pretty much all you need to do there now is just do a light mixing to this to make it like a crumble, really. And all of that goodness mixed together. So this is going to go over the top of those muffins. So I'm going to bring in 2 6 trays. I haven't got the 12 tray, so I just got the 6 tray of muffins. So I'm going to bring those in. I got a little bit of butter put onto it to grease it, but you could use spray. And we'll get scooping our muffin batter in there. So this is what I'm using there today. Now you could use a sleeve if you want to, if you want it at the bottom of the pan, but that you'll make some cupcakes. But I want to make just your old-fashioned muffin here now and pop it into
Look
these
at that
pans.
now. 6 for me. And
6 for you, absolutely, Raymond. And that's probably what is going to happen, because we'll make another batch of these so that we can share with our kids and grandkids. But just pretty much equal scoops into these, and then you can go back around and top them up with more after. Just put equal scoops in there. After you've done equal scoops into these muffin cups, just go back around with what's extra in the bowl and top it up. So now pretty much what we're doing now is taking that streusel nice mixture and popping over the top. You might have a little bit left over, but you know what? You can keep this in the fridge, and if you want to make another batch of muffins, you can pop it over there. So pretty much just equally distribute it through each muffin. And now I will tell you how long you need to bake them for. So after you've topped these, just look how lovely they look. Top them like this with that mixture. And if you need to put a cookie tray in under it, just in case you get a little bit of dripping, do so. But I haven't found it yet. 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven, and you're going to bake these for 25 minutes until toothpick clean. I'll show you that when they come out. Now, just look at these delicious muffins. Let's give them a little poke. Toothpick clean. They're ready to go, so let's take them out of the oven. So pretty much when you take these out of the oven, just cover them with a towel like this to let them lift from the bottom of that pan if they're stuck a little, or take a knife and just go around and just lift them up. They're pretty hot though, eh, Raymond? Mm-hmm. Lift them up like this, and that's what they look like. Yum. Now we're going to have a little taste. Now this is how easy it is to make these delicious muffins. Now I wanted to give you a couple of tips before we get going on having a little taste. Cut your rhubarb in 1 cup bags. I'm going to say put it into the bag, and that way you can freeze it. Take out the bag, you got yourself a batch of muffins. Have it already chopped up and diced. The leftover topping, cinnamon and the brown sugar, keep it in the bag up to a week in the fridge. These are of course in the freezer, and then you got it for another batch of muffins. But today we'll focus on these. They're absolutely delicious, blazing hot, if you can see how lovely. You just had to have that little taste. How lovely they are. I'm gonna open it up and let you see the inside. Now, how lovely is that? Now, just look. You can see the rhubarb in through there. Some might have more rhubarb because I never equally distribute it. Now I'm gonna have a little taste. Yum. We got our windows open and I got the feeling we're gonna get a knock on the door in a minute from the neighbors saying, can we come in for a cup of tea? Of course, we'll do that. We'll put the kettle on, Raymond. I'm gonna have a little taste. Yum. The topping, I can just eat like that. The sourness of those rhubarb inside, the muffin is perfect. I can't wait for you to make it. Delicious. Rhubarb has got to be one of my favorite baking fruits. Yum. Okay, I'll put it out of my hands. I'll stop.
Yeah, because it's my turn.
I'll pass you that other after now in a moment. We just want to shout out to all you guys. Thank you for popping by here today and checking out these delicious muffins. We'll leave the recipe posted below. Again, we got lots of rhubarb recipes and you can get them on our YouTube channel or our website www.bonita'skitchen.com. You can also send me a message at bonita'kitchen@gmail.com. If you can't find a recipe, I'll send it to you or the link to that recipe. And this is it. It's as good as it gets. Another rhubarb recipe. Yeah, Raymond is giving me the sour eye, saying stop eating those muffins. Okay, we like to do a big old shout out to our paid members. Thank you for supporting our channel. We so appreciate it. Thank you to all of our subscribers, and we welcome our new subscribers. If again you can't find a recipe, just send us a message. We'd love to send it to you. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. I surely know it's precious. On behalf of myself,
And me, of course.
Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours,
You have
join
a
us.
wonderful day.
Toodaloo.
Johnny and culinary.
Muffin, here I come.
Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen.
Hi, Bonita, here from Bonita's Kitchen. If you're visiting Newfoundland and Labrador, don't forget to check out St. John's and its surrounding communities. And join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.